time. Gotta go there. Yes, this place runs very much to time. If we don't get here on time, we miss our slot. And so that's why it's so important that everything runs to time here. And Stevie will take you round, and when you've been round the film set, and I'll come round with you. I don't have a stock whip or anything like that, so. But I'll just be there, and I'll try and answer questions if you need. And Stevie will be full of information. Box of knowledge, she says. Very good. Very good.
Alrighty, so to get down to the movie set, we do need to take a little drive through the Alexander family farm. That's what's all around us, both sides of the road. It's a pretty big farm, about 1,250 acres. Don't understand acres, it's a bit over 500 hectares. I don't really understand either of those, so I just go with really big farm. Since it is a working farm though, sometimes we have to open things like this real-life, genuine New Zealand farm gate. Woo! Amazing. Given the bus is coming down, if we could just go to the right. Yeah, just to the right so they can get to the gate. The line doesn't close yet. Open it up for this bus here.
Filming?
Yeah.
Sometimes we bring the bus. Oh yeah. Sometimes you're at the gates and you're the police. It's not myself. Just gates. Got less gates than the ones we have. Now, being a very big farm, this farm has about 12,000 sheep on it this time of year. So just a few. Next up, Brian. Now, it belongs to the Alexander family. They bought it back in 1978, and they still live on the farm. That's the homestead there on the hill you can see to the right, where the oldest son, Craig, he runs the farm, and that's where he lives. Now, it wasn't Craig that they knocked on the door of, it was his father, Ian. Back in 1998, the location scouts knocked on his door, and so I've been told they were watching the rugby at the time. Here in New Zealand, rugby's a pretty big deal, so they weren't very impressed to have the game interrupted. But, luckily enough, they knew that this might be a good opportunity. They said yes to the location scouts, and we get to have this really cool set now, so very grateful. Now the location scouts, they were first seen after flying over by the farmers on the hill to the left. So you can see there's a road there. While farming, they noticed someone there with a pair of binoculars looking out over the farm. Didn't think too much of it at the time though, because as you can see, it's a really good view. Now being a farm, most farms don't have nice beautiful tarmac roads like this one we're driving on. So this road that we're going down, it had to be built for the movie so they could bring the equipment down and build the set. But how did they find the people to build it? Well, Peter Jackson, he went to the Prime Minister at the time, Helen Clark, and he asked her, "Hey Helen, I'm doing this big project, it'll be really good for New Zealand. Is there any chance I could have some help with the budgets?" He said, "Peter, I'd love to help, But unfortunately, we don't really have anything in the budget this year. But let me get back to you, see what we can do. She calls him back and goes, you know what, Peter? New Zealand Army's not doing anything. And she sent them out on a training exercise. So they came down and they built the foundations of this road we're driving on now. But no one knew what they were doing at the time. The other farmers were asking the Alexanders what's going on, and they just told them it's a training exercise, don't worry about it. I think they realized what it was a couple years later. Now, it's not the only time we see the army in the movies either. It's not the same people, but if you ever watch the movies, you might notice some of the orcs, they're doing a really good job being in the army, fighting away. That's because they sent the New Zealand Army to play orcs. And I've been told, didn't take much makeup. Just a rumor, who knows. But yeah. So there's a few times everyone really got stuck in, and it wasn't just the actors that were involved in the movie. Now if you're curious as to what the crop is on the left there, that's chicory. And it is basically supplementary food for the summer, when these hills will go a little bit more brown. And this is going to be a bit of a challenge. This is very exciting, I'm very excited about it. I think we can stop there, I have no idea. I don't know if they're really good anymore. Yeah, I feel sorry for the that's like cruise ships and all that. Ooh, you're coming back around, yeah. Especially when you go on the one you park in the middle. You're like, so come out here. There's a cattle stop going into the pub, but not there. No. They don't close that one up. Alright, so depending what you're into, we got some amazing views going on. On the left-hand side, we have grass. Amazing! But maybe a little bit more exciting, on the right-hand side, we're about to have that first little sneak peek of the movie set. So the first thing you'll notice, get your cameras ready, you'll see the beautiful thatched roof of our mill house, which is that. Then you'll see the double-arch stone bridge. And last but not least, my favourite place in Hobbiton, the one and only, the world famous Green Dragon Inn. Now if you're sitting on the left hand side, you don't have the best view, don't worry, because later on I'm going to take everyone inside the Green Dragon, and I'm feeling nice. I'll even shout you all a drink. Did you guys know you get a drink today? Yeah! It's always 5 o'clock here at Hobbiton, everyone gets a beer, even the kids! Woo! Stop. Don't worry, parents, they get a ginger beer.
Ginger beer in town.
That's a very good ginger beer, I have to admit. I drink far too much of it. Alright. So as we come up the top of this hill, I like to think of the area on the other side as the backstage of Hobbiton. So on the right, we got that little last sneak peek. Last chance. And it's gone. I'm going to do my best as we go around this side to explain what they use some of these areas for during filming. But as we come past this bus, everyone do me a favour, put your hands in the air. You ready? Punch up. So everyone gets it up. Oh, there's Marie. Yeah, Marie. Alright, so yeah, put your hands in the air. Ready? Ready? Say it with me. Whee! So on the right hand side there, that car park, it is the home of our amazing gardeners, landscapers, artists and maintenance teams. We call it Dusty Haven, but during filming it was the technical car park. It's where they kept all the electrical equipment, lighting and sound. It was all up here. Now on the left hand side, where you can see all the dandelions, that beautiful strip of grass between the road and the fence, that's where they kept all the animals during the movie. It was Animal Kingdom. Not as exciting as the one in Disney though. Now, they had up to 29 different species, Clydesdale horses, pigs, but none of the sheep you see around. Apparently, they're not good enough, so they brought in stunt sheep instead. Now, the big flat area on the left, that's where they kept the humans. It used to be a hill, they flattened it out, and they turned it into Hobbit Base Camp. So it's where all of the trailers were. It's where hair and makeup was, so you could get lovely pointy hobbit ears, beautiful hairy hobbit feet. And even though there were 300 hobbits on set, still took 2 hours just to get one ready. Now most hobbits get pretty hungry after 2 hours, they love to eat, so they had a big marquee that could feed everyone. 3-course meals, gourmet snacks, breakfast, second breakfast. Yep, turns out it's really easy to get nice chubby hobbits. That's what happened to me. Now zoom out the view on the left hand side, you'll notice right in the middle of it there is a grove of pine trees, and you can see some of the logs have fallen over. It was near those logs that Sir Ian McKellen filmed his very first scene here as Gandalf the Grey. Now, if you don't know what scene it was, do you remember a scene Frodo sitting there under a tree reading a book? It wasn't that scene, that was in Wellington. It was the scene after that. So Gandalf comes riding in on the cart and Frodo tells him, "You're late." And of course Gandalf replies, "A wizard is never late yet." "Wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. And you know what, guys? So do we." Well, that's a bit hard to grow the beard, you know. Hobbits aren't good at that. Yeah, big roundabout. So when you go down your way down, get very black and genie. Step in everything. Spoiling us. Alrighty guys, we made it! Woo! So I just gotta quickly.
Please keep your halyards on.
Yeah. So guys, in just a moment we're gonna hop off the bus, we're gonna go through that gate to the right, and we're gonna stop again in front of the Hobbiton sign for a quick safety briefing. It is a 2-hour tour. It will be at least an hour and 15 minutes before we make it to the next toilets, which are at the Green Dragon. So if you don't think you can hold on until then, there is one last opportunity through the gate to the left. Pick a tree. I am of course just kidding once again. There is an actual toilet back there as well. Now guys, because this is your coach, you can leave things that you don't want to carry around the set on the bus, but you won't be able to fetch it while we're on set, so if you want anything, bring it with you. If you have any rubbish that you want to throw out, there is a bin through the gate to the right in front of a shed full of umbrellas. If you guys want something for shade or a walking stick, you're welcome to grab one.
I need water.
Alright, let's head down.
You don't want to bring your water?
Watch your head when you stand there. Doesn't matter how much you put it on.
There's a toilet.
You're 100% sure because I can get it very easily.